This video is to show you how to graph a system of linear equations to find the solution. So let me move this out of the way and bear with me. This is my first video in quite a while. So we want to take this first equation and graph it. So a number of ways we can do that. One of the ways is we can find the x and y intercepts. Okay, so x and y intercept is when the x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, we get 3x plus 0 equals 0. So we have 3x equals 0. Divide both sides by 3, and we get x equals 0. Okay, so the origin, or the point 0, 0, is one of the points on that graph. And notice we can't just use the, since the origin, the x and y intercept are both at 0, then we need another point to be able to find, to graph this. So let's just pick 1 for x. It doesn't matter, we pick any value we want. And now we're going to get 3 times 1 plus y equals 0. We're going to get 3 plus y equals 0. Subtract 3 from both sides. And we're going to get, summing that up, we're going to get y equals minus 3. Okay, so remember, this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. Now we have the point 1 for x and minus 1, 2, 3 for y. Okay, now we want to put a line through those since we have 2 points. We'll start there and come up to here. Okay. Extend that a little bit if we want. And let's graph the other one. I'm going to switch colors here. Let's say blue. And so now we're going to look at this equation, okay? So once again, we can use, let's go to blue, we can use the x and y intercepts. So we can set x equal to 0. It's our second equation, so 0 plus 2y equals 5. Solving that, we see that y has to be 2.5. Okay, putting that on here, we have x is 0 and y is 1, 2.5 right there. And then let's make y 0 to find the x-intercept. So we're going to get x plus 0 equals 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 5. So x has to be 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the y is at 0. Okay. And now let's put a line through that. And we now see that the solution to this equation is the point where those two intersect. And that is right there at -1, 3. So -1, 3 is the solution for this system of linear equations. And sure enough, if we plug it in, we're going to get 3. It's the first equation times -1 plus 3 equals 0. And sure enough, 3 times -1 is -3 plus 3 equals 0. In our second equation, if we plug that in, we're going to get -1 plus 2 times 3 equals 5. And sure enough, -1 plus 6 equals 5. So now we've checked it, and that is our solution by graphing. This video is to show you how to graph a system of linear equations to find the solution. So move this out of the way and bear with me. This is my first video in quite a while. So we want to take this first equation and graph it. So a number of ways we can do that. One of the ways is we can find the x and y intercepts. Okay. So x and y intercept is when the x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, we get 3x plus 0 equals 0. So we have 3x equals 0. Divide both sides by 3, and we get x equals 0. Okay, so the